In this video, we're going to go back to primary school and talk about long division. So we've got this question here, 567 divided by 4. So how would we go about doing this? Well, if you remember from your childhood, we put it into this form. So we put the 4 here on the left, and the 567 goes on the right. So if you already know how to do this, it should be pretty simple. Pause the video and have a go yourself to make sure that you understand. If not, I'll take you through it now. So we start off with the first digit here. So that's 5. How many times does 4 go into 5? Well, it goes into 5 once. So we write a 1 up top. Okay? 1 times 4 is 4. So we take away 4 from 5. What does that give us? It gives us 1. Okay? Then the next digit comes down the bottom. So the next digit carries over. We get a 6 down there. Okay? How many times does 4 go into 16? Well, it goes into 16 4 times, so there's a 4 up the top. 4 times 4 is 16. We take away 16 to get 0. But we're not done yet because there's also another 7 left. Okay, if you think this is so simple, why is he going through this? Well, this all serves a purpose. So, how many times does 4 go into 7? Once. And 1 times 4 is 4, 7 minus 4 is 3. And we're done because 4 doesn't go into 3, so we can't continue any further. In other words, our answer is 141 with a remainder of 3. Okay? It's important to note also, and we'll see why soon, that if we wanted to write 567 in another way, just an alternate form, we could say that it's equal to 141 times 4, right, plus 3. So the 3 comes from this remainder term here. Yeah? And if you do that multiplication, you can understand that it is true. 141 times 4 will give you 564. When you add 3, you'll get 567. Right? This is just another way of writing 567, which relates back to our calculations here. We'll see why this is important later. So all the principles that we know about long division can be applied to polynomial long division, which, as the name suggests, is the long division of polynomials. So we've got x squared plus 5x minus 7 divided by x plus 2. So how do we do this? Well, we start by drawing that same symbol as before. What goes on the left? What we're dividing by. So we're dividing by x plus 2. And the thing that goes into on the right is what we're dividing, which is x squared plus 5x minus 7. Okay? So our first question is, how many times so we look at the first term, right? We start by looking at x squared. Okay, and the first term here, or the biggest term, is x, or the biggest degree term. This has degree 1, this has degree 0, because it's 2x to the power 0. Okay, so how many times does x go into x squared? Ooh, well, it goes into x squared x times. Okay, if that's confusing, you can think about it in a different way. So what do you need to multiply x with to get x squared? And the answer is x. So we put an x up top. Okay, so the next thing you do is you need to multiply x by x plus 2 to see what you get. So what we get is x squared plus 2x. And then you subtract that from what you had there, just like we did when we were doing normal long division. Okay, now x squared minus x squared is 0. 5x minus 2x is 3x. Just like before, the negative 7 carries over, and we have negative 7 there. Okay, we ask ourselves the same question. What do we need to multiply x with to get 3x? Okay, it's simple, just multiply it by 3. Then to find out what we need to subtract, we multiply 3 by x plus 2. That gives us 3x plus 6. And we subtract that from what we have. What do we get? Well, 3x minus 3x is 0, Negative 7 minus 6 is negative 13. Okay, so can we divide 13 by x plus 2? No, because x plus 2 does not go into 13, because there's no x's here. So we have to stop there. 13 is our remainder. Okay, this is our remainder. So in other words, the answer to this is x plus 3 with a remainder of negative 13. Okay? Remainder equals negative 13. We've got another example of polynomial long division here. We've got a cubic divided by a linear function. So like before, we're going to do our division symbol over here. And we're dividing by x plus 6, so that goes on the left. What goes on the right? Well, we have x cubed minus 2x plus 7. Okay, let's see where we go with this. What do you need to multiply x with to get x cubed? The answer is x squared. X squared times x plus 6 gives us x cubed plus 6x squared. And we subtract the 2. What do we get? Well, this gives us 0. But what does this give us? This is negative 2x minus 6x squared. We have two different degrees here. We have an x to the power 1 and an x to the power 2. So we can't really simplify that, can we? To overcome that problem, we have to recognize early on, before we write this in, that we're missing a term here. We're missing the x squared term. So in fact, you can just add that in. What is the x squared term? It's just 0x squared, right? Because that doesn't change the value of anything, because 0 times x squared is just 0. So we need to get rid of this here and just add in that extra term, which was plus 0x squared minus 2x plus 7. Okay? Now we can do this because 0x squared minus x squared just gives us negative 6x squared. So sorry, 0x squared minus 6x squared gives us negative 6x squared. We carry over this negative 2x. What do we get? Negative 6x squared minus 2x. Okay, what do you need to multiply 6 with to get negative 6x squared? You need to multiply it by negative 6x. Negative 6x times x plus 6 gives us negative 6x squared minus 36x. Okay, and we're subtracting that whole thing. So we get, this gives us 0. Negative 2x plus 36x is going to give us 34x. Okay, we bring that 7 down the bottom and we get 34x plus 7. What do you need to multiply x with to get 34x? You need to multiply it by 34. 34 times x plus 6 gives us 34x. Okay, what is 34 times 6? We'll just do that on the side here. It's 24, 204. Okay. So we have a plus 204 here. So this is going to be a pain to subtract, but that's okay. So our remainder is negative 197. Okay, and we can't go any further because x plus 6 does not go into negative 197. So that's our answer. Our answer to this question is x squared minus 6x plus 34, all right, with a remainder of negative 197. I hope that gives you a better understanding of polynomial long division.